Prepare for battle.
Oh, what a way to open up this lower bracket pie cap. We've got the team that was renowned for making a name for themselves in that lower bracket versus the team that they actually done it under the name of, right? Like this is going to be a hype series, surely. This is going to be the one that delivers. We do.
I think of Legends past. Taking it back now. Yeah, hoping for some new success here.
Yeah, he had a magnificent showing on it when we last saw him. The team definitely leveraged his lane and played around it. I think that was a lane that maybe he shouldn't have come out ahead of, but you can see that they have the support and cast to just bolster up Miracle and make him strong on this type of game. Yeah, he walks straight to qojqva. That's not the one you want to be giving the first blood to. And GH, he's in trouble as well. iNsania might also find this one and just clubbing him down. Oh no.
Might be a
free?
3 for 0 special. I'm dying with the boots. The early engagement, I think maybe Nigma could have had a... Maybe they could have found miCKe there if they just went for the A, but nothing to start the game. Doesn't get much better than that for Liquid. I also think they're gonna get 3 bounty runes here.
I believe so. Yeah, it looks like they are. They're gonna get the free. Wow. It's I know we like to kind of, you know, talk a lot about how amazing Miracle be in Shadow Fiend, but this feels like an unhealthy handicap to give Liquid to start this one off.
Yeah, I mean a 1k gold advantage for the first is not something you see every day. And also, they're putting Kuro solo on the Venge down here. Mind control and mind control. Thought that was a little bit odd.
It's been a while since we've seen some POS 1 Kuro, especially some POS 1 Venge at that. They'll just get him down there, make sure that they stack him up. And it looks like Weaver has, as a result, shifted top, just trying to dodge that lane out. Oh no.
He might get a kill here on Wee.
It's looking like it.
He's gonna let Wee at least go bottom though. Once he spawns, I assume Boxi is gonna port bottom. I think Wee has gonna port bottom now. Mind control is gonna teleport. His teleport scroll is on mind controls, but he can just... Taiga's gonna...
Yeah, just mess with him a little bit. I mean, but Liquid, they definitely got the ideal situation here, right? Because you know you can't win musical lanes against the Nature's Prophet. It's very difficult. But the fact that they already have 4 kills on the board and Miracle's being pressured reasonably hard in the mid lane doesn't bode well for Nigma.
Oh, it most definitely got the card that they wanted. And yeah, like you said, it's pretty much impossible.
iNsania. They're going to go for it. He almost dies just to qojqva. The movement in the decay's off the mark, which means qojqva's going to be the one going down. Nicely done by GH. The Fairy Fire will not change the outcome. Well, actually, it changed a little bit. GH, he had to take the tap. Miracle hating his RNG on the high ground there.
Yeah, it's sort of unfortunate. So they get the kill on the draw. That was a very close call.
I think this is, if I recall correctly, like last time we saw Miracle and Shadow Fiend, actually, it was with GH on the Earth Spirit. So they kind of had this sync up that we're starting to already see come through. This was the kind of thing that led to Miracle just rolling everyone on that game, is that these ganks were always connecting from GH in the mid lane.
Yeah, it's kind of where you want to be. Also, they have Nature's Prophet who can port.
Meanwhile, bot, ooh, nice sidestep. We used the Firefly to make sure he could sidestep the spear. He's been pressured pretty heavily. Yeah.
Lost his health, so a lot of pressure here. Got Boxi. It's like a salve or something. It'd be kind of annoying for him to be this low in the lane because damage from Liquid.
Maybe he's like, I'm the distraction. We've done this last time. They just kept pressuring me, which meant the Miracle got a free game. And he did have to walk back, so that lead that Miracle started to build, it is gone a little bit. Because, of course, he missed 1 or 2 creep waves while qojqva was just always here. Actually, like, I mean, it's mostly those bounties, right, and the kills at the start, but, like, just look at the difference already. It is really catch-ups, and it's going to be catch-up for a while for Miracle in this mid lane, in terms of net worth, at least.
Yeah, they need some clutch.
Ooh.
Find a soul.
What?
Pick, but he's gonna find the Mars there. The Mars has some pretty, especially with the sticky. I think Taiga just stepped away for a brief moment. Allowed we to.
That's true, and there's no real way to defend yourself without turning right with both abilities, the rebuke and the spear, relying on that. They are looking to pressure on the Wii and punish him a little, but the toss, it will just about be there. With the body blocks, maybe. There it is, miCKe is going to move through. Very far, won't be good enough. They will find the kill on the Wii.
Yeah, and while it's hard to find these musical lanes, Prophet, you can make
Radiant's
these
bottom
happen. You see,
tower is under
miCKe
attack.
doesn't really enjoy sitting up top mind control with 11 tonight. They don't really want to put this Weaver into this Prophet. Constant right.
Yeah, so you see like Liquid, while they're going to admit that it's very hard to get the matchups you want in the lanes, at least every time you're forced into these bad matchups, you can find kills on the rotation. And credit to them, they've been doing that pretty damn well.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Spear on a GH, but damage might already be done. Roland will also connect, and it looks like the Mars should tick down, but nice save comes in from Taiga. Stops Wii from diving. He's going to try and re-engage, but that toss still available on the Tiny. He can't risk it.
Miracle also, he cleared some stacks. He's almost on par now with X. He had that region. And it looks like it's going to be this magical S. Miracle. Maybe we'll see a repeat of that Miracle highlight. Warlock.
I mean, we might. I'm trying to think, like, in this game, it makes a lot of sense, right? Because you're playing against the Mars, and of course the ground goes with the Gust Charms, so your right-click build might feel a bit lackluster. Taiga?
Look at the Kuroky there.
Well, miCKe in trouble on the bot lane. Taiga luckily gets away in the river. miCKe barely limping off as well, but it's actually going to be the top, the kill on the mind control in the end. They did not get rid of his
away there, thanks to that trade.
They're keeping the action kicking everywhere. You know, they're around the mid lane as well. They're always kind of hunting, seeing if there's a moment where qojqva steps up, but also back and forth. The movements from miCKe, they did mention it on the panel, like there's limited lockdown available to Nigma to easily punish this Weaver, at least early on.
They're of course, mind control's gonna. They have the Earth Spirit. Well, also going to Yule's help. It's likely gonna be some early mentor beekeep.
Speaking of the Weaver. Oh, nice dodge out. They're gonna get the kill. Beautifully done. Complete dodged out the stun. Now they know Kuro has no way of protecting himself. They're gonna move in, look for a secondary kill. Not quite able to force it. iNsania will get stuck under the tower. miCKe will go in and make sure they find the kill into the Venge first before iNsania dies. He's definitely done.
So they're just gonna give it to mind control as well, getting that 5-kill streak.
It's about time. I mean, iNsania, the amount of work he has done in the first 7 minutes of this game is in itself.
Mid lane though, Miracle. He's gonna get the port out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no
good
way.
decision by Miracle. Realizing that. No more stuns.
Meanwhile, top, he was looking for an opportunity in the Boxi. Maybe with the creep wave, he's flipped this. Roland's going to be there. GH on point, but for Boxi. Oh, he doesn't try to punish Wii. He's just going to go down. The stacks are too much. Avatos, the arena's going to be there. They actually get the kill first. Boxi, still alive, will finally fall, but getting the kill first under Wii there. An unexpected turn in favor of Liquid.
Yeah, he didn't tick down fast enough there. Also, it looks like Kuro almost with this one. And it looks like Miracle is going some sort of hybrid build.
Oh,
got the treads, but he's still queuing up the Yules. So not like this full-on magical build. Do a little bit of both.
See if it works. I mean, there's silencers to worry about, right? The Yules can help you out a little bit with that. It's from a defensive as well as aggressive standpoint. And obviously, you know, Magical Shadow Fiend is a little bit more potent, a little bit earlier on in the game compared to the physical build, right?
Yeah, and when you have this Venge, you want to have some sort of scaling capabilities. Right clicks doesn't have any tank. It's gonna drop the tombstone. Down a bit,
Radiant's
but
bottom tower is under attack.
Just one tree is all
fairly easy kill.
And that just goes mind control. Miracle, he'll take the consolation prize of getting his hands on the tombstone goal.
Radiant's middle tower
They're
is
just
under
rotating
attack.
well as a team. I mean, Liquid, they're getting a little bit of space down here for Boxi. Obviously, they tried to punish him, it backfired a bit. So when you look at this, you can see that both offlaners in this game are somewhat suffering. But which one is it easier to function as in this game? Yeah, it's going to be easier for Boxi if he finds kills like this.
Yeah, I think for
Dire's middle tower is
quite
under
a while it's
attack.
gonna be even. In terms of net worth, not so much, but kind of lagging a bit in the level department. I think this Batrider really needs
Radiant's
to get a
bottom
blink
tower
this game.
is under attack.
Have the silence from the Raw Ranger. The Weaver is quite elusive and annoying, and there's
Dire's
quite a bit of
middle
damage
tower
from Liquid's
has fallen.
lineup.
Radiant's
Batrider.
bottom tower
It's
is
hard
under
for him to get on
attack.
top of targets, and also Taiga is already sitting at the.
Speaking of Taiga, might be in a little bit of trouble. Nice save there. Miracle's going to chase in. Tough to control him up. Rapid nature through. Almost killing off Miracle. The bug might game on the side. They're able to eliminate it just in time. That would have been a very depressing way to be brought down. While that's happening, well, Boxi, vengeance has been had by we. He actually finds a solo pick in return.
Yeah, it's gonna be incredibly beneficial for getting that solo kill. Just the levels, not even so much the gold. Of course, it helps, but the levels are going to help you
Dire's top tower is
quite a
under
lot here.
attack.
Wanna get this Batrider on the levels. Just go for the blink probably. Try to be a bit more active.
iNsania picked off again in this bar area. I agree with what you're saying around the bat though, right? Like you get the XP. Once you have enough levels, you're kind of tanky enough that rushing for a blink doesn't just spell your immediate death. Because he's going to need to initiate on this route or this Weaver. He's being initiated on. Boxi says, I don't need a blink dagger. I've got a built-in teammate that provides it.
Use a carbon footprint.
Taiga is getting close. Didn't go down there.
Radiant's bottom
1800
tower
gold.
has fallen.
400 away.
I mean, usually if you get a blink dagger at 14 minutes as a tiny, you're like, that's a pretty decent timing for a POS 4. But at this rate, it's going to be, what, 12 and a half minutes?
Yeah,
qojqva. Oh, they found the big one. Taiga will try and save him, but the Rapid Nature, too much damage coming out from mind control. Taiga wants to at least punish them here. They'll spear one against the wall, but GH, he's not actually that worried. They're going to turn around, punish Taiga with the rotation from mind control. And the swap through, they'll find Boxi as well.
I didn't think you had what it takes.
yeah, making the most out of those swaps. Kuro there. Job.
Definitely feels like Liquid, that there is this one weakness that just became very apparent, right? It is the drow. If Nigma do find that at the start of these fights, which they have many means
Dire's
to,
top tower has
you
fallen.
almost immediately have to go on the defensive and try and like cut your losses.
Yeah, it's hard for them to keep fighting. I mean, with the start that Boxi's having, he's not really this banner type of Mars that deals damage core, not the collapse Mars that we've seen a few times, where you just kind of go ham, and that means that they don't have a ton of damage anymore if Drow does go down.
No,
They've got some spell damage, but it becomes a bit more.
yeah, Boxi's doing a reverse collapse.
Radiant's
Actually, he's doing the
bottom
blade
tower
mail, so
is
he's more
under
worried
attack.
about people doing damage to him than him doing it to them. Taiga is gonna have a lot of
Taiga's
damage.
gonna go down here.
He did get the blink.
This is blink. Yeah.
It's not too bad. Got what he needed, and now this is where maybe they can start to get a little bit more active more easily as Liquid. The question is whether we is going to try and match that, because he hasn't committed
Radiant's
to the idea of
bottom
either
tower is
Boots
under
of Travel
attack.
or Blink yet.
Yeah, Nigma have done a really good job though. They brought the gold back to pretty much 0. It was kind of
Radiant's middle
going
tower
back and forth.
is
Yeah,
under
going
attack.
just back and forth. Much dead even in terms of net worth. So, despite having that really rough initial start with the -3 kills, and they have brought the game
Definitely, and they've got
Dire's
items
top
upcoming that are going to
tower
give
is
them big
under
power
attack.
spikes, right? GH is getting reasonably close to that Spirit Vessel. At the same time, you know, Miracle will be quick on his way towards the BKB next. And if we does decide to go for this Blink Dagger, you know, Nigma, it's going to be thumbs up. Everyone will be ready to go.
Shoot up the blink now, and I really like the. I mean, I like this draft for Nigma because it lets them play
Radiant
so fast.
are scanning.
Nature's Prophet, get some
Dire's
additional
top
scaling
tower
with the
is under
Venge. Same thing
attack.
goes for Shadow Fiend. They've got these two right flickers that are
Hold that forward. They're going to play it fast instead. It's actually Liquid the wraparound,
Radiant's
trying to
middle
snipe out the
tower
sports.
is
GH
under attack.
able to roll away.
Radiant structures.
But nice
are
move by
fortified.
Liquid to secure this tier 1 tower. I don't think Nigma can defend this now.
I'm gonna go for the two step.
Oh, they're trying to punish.
He gets it.
Yeah, he gets the Yules. Now jump in with the lasso onto Mars. They've ambushed him. They've dragged him in towards Miracle's weighted arms, and he'll clean up the kill. The rapid nature might scare off more. iNsania in a bit of trouble. Roll through will connect from GH. He's a tanky boy, but not tanky enough. Taiga looking to get some vengeance here. Not able to finish off the kill with the blink, but he did get the urn on him. He's able to toss one away, and he uses it to kill off
Radiant's middle
GH.
tower is under
Taiga
attack.
showing some flashy plays here. Now, he should be able to get out as he's got the blink in 3 seconds. But even if you find him at this stage, the amount of time you'd be wasting as Nigma is just not worthwhile.
Yeah, he doesn't have a port, but like you said, even if you find him, you know, it might take too long.
This
Nigma
one.
though, very quick on the smoke.
I like this. They say, okay, that you just shot your luck. It's our turn to point all barrels towards that drow and let loose, as they'll easily pick off qojqva.
The seeds of fortune.
Yeah, and I was saying, I really like this lineup for Nigma. They can play really quickly with the lineup. They have they got the scaling in the Nature's Prophet and SF, and normally these heroes just if you don't have the Venge, they don't scale as well. But together with that Venge, gives you some additional scaling. All these heroes are very high tempo. They can play the map really well for Nigma. Really.
Poor little captain going to be brought down. They're bringing multiple heroes here to deal with him. I like you bring that up. I think it's also a case of like how easy is it for Nigma to, as any one of their heroes, just find a cheap pickoff, right? Like you can see the Liquid, they kind of have this pretty cool, strong teamfight around the arena, whereas Nigma seem a lot stronger when it comes to just quick gank rotations.
Yeah, exactly. Nigma just they wanna play the map, just play as fast as they can, and Liquid, they want to slow down the game a little bit, make sure that the drow gets to get some farm. You want to get maybe the pike, maybe the big things that let you not die immediately to that rider or event.
It's the ease of saving as well, right? Like this drow is going to be a vulnerability for Nigma for Liquid rather for quite a while, because their save isn't the easiest, right? It's a bit complicated. You could save with Tiny, you could put a good arena down that saves him, but then you compare it to Nigma. Like if Miracle's ever in trouble, they've got GH and Kuro that have ways of helping him out and getting him out.
Yeah, I think that's why they pick it.
Oh, and that Baron pick is going to look even smart as they find the big one. qojqva in a lot of trouble. There's the heal out from iNsania. Not good enough. They're going to bring him down. iNsania, he actually mounts up and looks to fight. miCKe has arrived. Mind Control's going to stand his ground, but now you realize he needs to get out. Nice swap, but they're still in the arena. They're going to skew one. Kuroky being brought low as well. Boxi's going to stand his ground. Taiga, soon on the GH to keep him away. They're going to turn it into a triple kill for miCKe. They say, you silly
Dire's
fools.
courier has been
qojqva
killed.
was the bait all along. This bug is our carry.
Dire's
We might
bottom
find even
tower
more.
is under attack.
Be able to get out.
Miracle is here.
Pursue, though.
Look at Miracle. And he's got the right here. Yep, yours. See Tiny, Requiem Bomb. Be able to find the pick onto the Tiny, and miCKe, he'll at least get GH for his troubles. Miracle not really able to fight much more. Needs to actually now run. miCKe might just try and hunt him down here. Decides against it, those, you know, those tier 2 towers, they do pack quite the heavy punch, and Mind Control is back up again. Now looking for iNsania. The Yules, time to set up the Sprout, set up everything they need to kill off the Undying.
That uses, he has some nice catching tool. They have more than enough damage to kill him, even without the.
Right now, this game has just turned into a race between miCKe and Miracle to see who can kill the other's team quicker right now. And
yeah, this DD might not be quite a.
it might, and he's actually getting close. I think he's got the rescue coming out. Yeah, he's almost got the Manta complete. As I talk about that, Boxi in the bot lane does get picked off. There's a ping coming out, moving in. Taiga on point, spying out Mind Control. Will find vengeance. And Taiga very quickly trying to find a way to just replace Boxi as the posture in this game, as he's getting his fair share of kills.
Yeah, Boxi having a pretty rough game. I mean, the Batrider pick, the first 4 heroes of Liquid, you know, bar the Weaver, they are extremely... They all suffer quite heavily versus sticky, some abysmal turn rates. The fights can become quite difficult.
Yeah, it's kind of right now, it feels like it's a matchup between Taiga and we, right? Like, who can find the jump first, who can find the critical target, and then who can force the other to react. That's how you maybe leverage the advantage. But it's going to require Boxi getting some farm, getting to a point where you can do the same. Mirakle looking to punish Taiga, jumping, rolling, actually connects onto a bigger target, but miCKe not held in place for long enough. Mirakle takes it to the BKB, it's not going to be enough though. Lasso's too late, they'll at least get the kill on the Weaver. But that's your BKB, Mirakle being brought down. They're going to lose more on their side as Kuro falls, the arena goes down, Wee's been found as well, so triple kill for qojqva. I'm seeing a pattern here. Whenever Liquid lose the pos 1 or the pos 2, the other one gets 3 or 4 kills.
Yeah, an excellent trade there. Miracle held the BKB just a little bit too long, and he took a bit too much damage.
Middle tower
Couldn't get the Requiem off. The Death Requiem kind of is what killed the Weaver in the end, but still, you get the SF, you get this triple kill on the draw range, you could potentially even...
Radiant structures are fortified.
They're gonna just choose Power Force of the Glyph instead. And yeah, qojqva, he skipped. Now the Pike just goes for this
Radiant's middle
faster
tower
BKB
is under
instead.
attack.
Yeah, I mean, this is when the potentially the physical damage,
Invisibility.
gotta wonder if it's gonna be enough at this point.
No, I mean, well, another good side to that for Liquid, right, is that Boxi lives. Boxi, who's been needing a bit more XP, a little bit more gold, he's starting to get towards that blink. And if this is their counter initiation and their initiation strength in its current form, imagine what it gets like when Mars has a blink online as well.
Yeah, it's not gonna get easier.
I think maybe for them, the big thing, yeah, I thought so. Mind control, he's going towards the BKB next. They just need to get Magic Immunity on multiple people here. I wouldn't be surprised if we consider something like that. He's going for the 4-staff instead, though. I guess in his mind, like, he doesn't need to be the frontliner. He just needs to make sure that his counter initiation is quick enough and strong enough to protect Mirakle.
Yeah, I would actually really like to see... I mean, the 4-staff is not bad. I would like to see a BKB high. I feel like that would make the fight difficult. I mean, if we can get to the point where he has some sort of BKB Shiva, I think then the game can become quite difficult for Liquid. Because if the Batrider is too hard to actually kill right away, he's gonna cause so much chaos in the fight that it's gonna be hard to find these other targets. But he's gonna go for the 4-staff first, you know, kind of depending on what sort of game he has. He can then start to think of further scaling. But for now, settling for the 4-staff.
See if it helps or hinders him. I know, he's going to find some progress towards that iron. Boxi is going to be picked off. Science stuff. So no chance to even try for a counter arena. Just want to get in that pit. You can tell Taiga. Ooh. Buyback out for Boxi. GH with the roll. It's going to connect on the Taiga. qojqva decided to sidestep him, but miCKe is going to be there to clean up, or is he? The roll through GH, beautifully done. He creates the space for himself to move away. And now they got a big buyback out of Liquid. But now,
you can tell GH has a lot of experience. First, very quick on the bottom stair.
Swap in. iNsania. Big roll out. Arena's going to go down. They do lose it, but they'll find Kuro in response. Buyback comes out from the Undying. With the arena down, Nigma have no interest in fighting, especially with that tombstone still there. Which means they'll have to surrender this over. Liquid will get their hands on the Roshan. Aegis in the hands of miCKe. Moving forward, looking for more now with that DD still running. An avalanche from Taiga. Sans comes out, so you can't get the toss fall out. The control will have to be turned instead onto GH as they move in and pursue him. miCKe under the tower, looking for the kill, will be able to find her. While they're here, they'll take the tier 1 as well. While that's happening, you will actually see Taiga go down because the Magnetize was a little bit too much for him.
Yeah, the Vessel, the Magnetize, and all the damage from the Batrider, it was just enough to get that kill on the Tiny. So in the end, I think you're going to be pretty happy with that. You do have the Aegis on this Weaver, who's already quite hard to deal with, going for the Lincolns. It's going to be very hard to find an answer to this Weaver, especially with the Aegis, Lincoln, Manta, etc.
On mid lane, Lassu, dying. I mean, that's going to be his dieback. So, a nice kill. Gets him the prime 69 death timer. might actually set Liquid back a bit in terms of progression while they don't have iNsania
Dire's
available.
bottom tower is under
Breathing
attack.
room, Nigma, you know, they can use it to look towards the next items because obviously miCKe is already hard enough to kill in this game. Like you're saying, once that Lincoln comes online, it's impossible. It feels impossible right now while he has this Aegis.
Yeah, and with the Boxi dying there and buying back, now he's sort of, you know, kind of rethinking his choices, going for this Lotus instead. Just wants to be this sort of leave the initiation and sort of mobility to Taiga and miCKe, and just go for this more team fight-ish, helping your team out with the Lotus. Some way of dealing with the lasso.
Yeah, you need someone to protect these big cores, right? Like, but right now, the X factor really can be we in this type of game, so you need to find a way to counter that out. Taiga, found a big one. Swap's gonna come into him though. He got silenced up by GH. Kuro in a bit of trouble in the river. The arena will go down to make sure that miCKe cannot find a target while they clean up their own.
Yeah, I'm a little bit curious to see what miCKe goes for here. It's most likely gonna be some sort of loads. It's just a question of this. Question is which item is he go? Manta, Skadi, Butterfly, MKB.
Dire are scanning.
Get some sort of damage.
Luminous, Ava, Dots is there and a miracle. So all of that BKB is going to use now. Last Dragon is going to be there. The bomb gets the two. Both the kill on Tiny and on a Mars. GH able to move away just in time. They did use the BKB on qojqva as well, so an uncomfortable situation for Liquid to say the least.
I think you're very happy with how that went. Get that lasso, you pull him in. Requiem,
The seeds of fortune.
without
Radiant's
losing
middle
anyone.
tower is under attack.
Even GH managed to get out. The silence
Dire's
hits as
top
the
tower
role is
is
already,
under attack.
you know, being committed. We're gonna pick up a lot of bounty runes here. Mind control.
He
Just
needs to
gonna
get
take you
out. Yeah, it's not worth your life for maybe a kill onto a POS 5 at this stage. You don't know where the other heroes are. It's a wise choice because qojqva was on his way. And now just look, I mean, look at the situation with the map. Like, you
Dire's
think
top tower
about the
is under
vision
attack.
game. You know, you can see that Liquid had these intentions around the tier 2s to try and push in these towers. But now Nigma are able, with their vision and with these kills, to split up and take like 2/3 of the map under their wings.
Yeah, you can see mind control. He's just constantly working his way towards those ACs. Want to further their sort of team fighting. I like this Kuro also just going for this Crimson Guard. They're really committing to these sort of... I mean, it's nice to see they have the Venge aura. They're gonna have the AC on mind control. They're gonna have this Avenge Crimson on Kuro.
Radiant's
All their
bottom
heroes
tower
are scaling.
is under attack.
Or Nigma.
Dire's top tower is under
Meanwhile,
attack.
miCKe is continuing down that more magical side of things. He's going for a little bit of lockdown next, so he doesn't feel like he needs to increase his physical DPS.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, interesting. They do have this already the qojqva, so magical damage, but yeah, miCKe is committing to the so magical build here. I think going for the Hex into
Full in. He says, mind control, you handle the physical. I'm getting amped up by you plus the bench. That'll be good enough. miCKe, they're up round. Sees miCKe. Liquid's already been popped. miCKe struggling to run away from this. The spear will connect onto it. Just enough of it touches that it cancels the TP and sets up a nice clean kill onto the true POS 1 of the side.
pretty big kill. They're so close to these. They've got creep. They've got a creep.
And they've got arena, so they can counter this play. This is ambitious from Wii. qojqva will get the BKB out, will turn around and fight. Kuro's in the arena as well. They'll find one, they'll find two,
Radiant
but no three.
structures are fortified.
The other ones get out, but the problem is your tower is going to be fallen, and that was perfectly timed by Liquid as the Aegis just expired.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, and I don't know, it's very hard to actually draw down. Now they're right outside the base with the draw line
No,
up.
they're in the
Find
base.
Taiga too.
Yep.
Dire's
They go
bottom
straight
tower
in.
is under
Taiga
attack.
just relentless in his search for more blood. And they'll find it. GH's head gets claimed. With 4 heroes dead, this is going to be at least a tier 3
Radiant's
tower. In
top
fact,
tower is
Liquid,
under
they have the
attack.
damage to easily
Radiant's
take the
top
racks
tower
as well.
has fallen.
It's a very, very
Radiant's
easy
top
Rex. You have
barracks
a
are
draw
under
line up.
attack.
Kill these buildings.
Radiant's top
Struggle with that.
barracks has fallen.
He's
Radiant's
dealing a
top
lot of
barracks
damage in
has
these
fallen.
fights going. So there, I mean, he had the BKB, he just didn't want to use for it out there.
But now mid.
And it comes back to bite him a bit.
Ooh-wee. He'll blink. He's able to move away quick enough. Taiga's still being burned up by the flame break, but he has got the Yules there. The toss follow-up's going to be good, and the avalanche is coming off cooldown as well. Can he get away? It's going to be close. It looks like he just about gets out of range of miCKe, but he's hunting forward. The following 2 hits will come in. Nice save for the moment with the wand, but the zombies are doing too much work. He's dead. Caught out on quarter. You can understand why he's there, right? Like, Nigma are trying to get control of these lanes because they don't want to risk so quickly losing a second set of racks, but Liquid's so quick to punish it.
Yeah, he wants to be out on the map to make it happen, but many heroes here. They have mind control. Healing, he's gonna finish this now. Getting a little bit difficult for them with just how strong miCKe is.
Yeah, it feels like you take so long to kill any of these heroes as well, right? Like with the way they're kind of bulking up, even the Undying actually. Like look how much health iNsania has available to him with the Blade Mail as well. You kind of see him, and usually at this stage you think Undying is a quick kill, we'll get rid of him, we'll move on to the next. But even he is wasting a few crucial seconds of Nigma's time that can allow Liquid to turn the fight.
Yeah, and just how much damage Liquid now have with the Brow fully operational.
Speaking of Growl, just close to where this last two's happening. They're going to drag Taiga in. They want to punish the Initiator, but the Yules is going to get rid of all the damage. They need Miracle's assistance. They're going to roll in. qojqva is going to poke and prod, but he cannot save Taiga's life. He actually needs to get out of it quick, in fact. Don't want to risk invoking the wrath of Nigma here, not when you're outnumbered.
Yeah, but the... Oh, and the runes have been helping out quite a bit, but I mean the cool thing about Liquid's lineup now is that they've got these 3 beefy boys dying the mark. The tiny ball they just want to go into the fight. They want to run in, will in turn let both qojqva and miCKe just deal a lot of damage.
And this choice to go multi-blade mails, right, it especially hurts someone like we in this game who he's going for the BKB now. But because he stopped off that 4-staff, of course, it means he's actually, in these fights, at risk of just kind of assisting his enemy and killing himself.
Yeah, just tanking up, going for blade mills. Making it harder for targets.
Radiant
Role
are
playing the
scanning.
hedgehog, please don't hurt me. You know, just press the blade mail. I was like, oh, okay, I guess he looks cute. I'll let him live for a few seconds. Those extra few seconds paying off for Liquid time and time again. And they will waste no seconds going into this smoke. miCKe's smoke will break. On Kuro, he's found the backline. Opening up for this kill is actually a good one. That means there'll be no swap save. They do pop the linkers. It's going to be a drag away, but he's not able to do anything. He's just doing this to try and save Venge's life, and that won't even work. He will die with his captain.
Mind control immediate top, trying to apply at least some bit of pressure up top here because
Amid. Oh, they found the big one. Miracle. He didn't use the BKB. He can't use the BKB. He's gone. Oh, no.
Radiant's middle tower
75
is
seconds dead. Roche is going to be up in 20 seconds if Liquid even go for that, because they're probably thinking your base looks mighty tasty about now.
I mean they saw that he just picked up the site.
Radiant's middle
They
tower is under attack.
should consider this. Careful has no buyback, I think.
They're going to get balls. Look at miCKe. Yeah, look at miCKe as well. He's
Radiant's
setting it up so they can get mega creeps.
Radiant's middle tower has
There's
fallen.
actually nothing you can do here. You can see
Dire's
miCKe's trying to cut through the
bottom tower is
wave,
under
but they've
attack.
already got creeps on the high ground.
Dire's courier has been killed. Radiant's middle
Control put
barracks
his most
are under
valiant
attack.
efforts
Radiant's
into at
middle
least getting
barracks has
something
fallen.
in exchange as he's able to take that tier 3
Dire's
tower,
bottom
but
tower has fallen.
it's gonna
Radiant's
be
structures are
very
falling.
minimal in comparison. Well,
Dire's
BKB
bottom
TP
barracks
away,
has
barely.
fallen.
Now, can they punish
Dire's
this now
bottom
that
barracks
Boxi's not here? The real
has
question. miCKe, he's got that linkage, he has to back away. They're going for the Megas. qojqva has the BKB in time. GH in a little bit too deep. He's going to be turned around upon. Taiga just standing his ground. He's too tanky to get through easily. GH buying more time with the Ghost Scepter. Swap to get him out. Kuro in trouble. Will be brought down. The sun's thrown out to Tiny. It's not enough to burn him out at the end, though. He barely lives on 10 HP. The reinitiation from miCKe. They're going to pop the Linkers. The turn on the last two is good enough. They bring him down. He's dead. Buyback out from the Venge. Can they find more with this? qojqva. Glimmer caped up to the high ground. Boxi has arrived. Arena jumping. No, the toss. The spin. They put GH out of the arena. He's going to live because of it. Taiga now in trouble. He's going to be hexed up, chased onto. They say, here, little piggy, time to go to slaughter. They'll turn on the Boxi as well. GH min-maxing his life pool, making sure that Liquid feel mighty bad about saving his life.
And I mean, they could flip this bottom lane and maybe just gotten the mega creeps with the Mars, but kinda does bite them. Now they're gonna have to commit some buybacks. They did use the buyback on Kuro.
They did.
Not gonna have that for this upcoming road fight, but you don't have miCKe.
Nope.
Want to defend this road, you might have to buy back on your Weaver. That's a pretty heavy committal.
Radiant are
They're going to buy back on the Mars first, see if that deters them. They're TPing in now. There's an arena in 10 seconds, and I don't think Nigma are quick enough. They need a kill. Zoning away the illusions. Doesn't want to reveal their hand too quickly. We moving up to the high ground. Boxi. He's going to break on him. He has got the arena. It connects on the two. Kuroky caught in here. That's going to be his buyback situation. Buyback from the Weaver, trying to get in the record on the back line. qojqva in trouble. He's going to be brought down. He will now buy back. They'll finally find the kill to Kuro. Avalanche toss to try and kill Wee. He's barely alive. Able to move away, but he can't get across. It's not going to work. He had no way of getting down to the low ground in time. They'll just tap him down with the spear. The buyback will come out now, out from the Firefly, Bat Rider, and the iNsania Undying, but I don't know what you do with this now as Nigma. I don't think you can do anything.
Yeah, I think with the dieback there on Kuro, you can't take this fight 4v5. You did bring this 8k gold lead back down to pretty much even, but you're gonna get away
Sean has
here.
fallen to the die.
Did buyback on both.
That's
so
the concern.
no buyback on the Weaver or the Draw Ranger, but you have Aegis on miCKe. qojqva, he's got the butterfly, he's got the beekeep.
I mean, I guess the surprising part, like the part that kind of baffled me was the Wee buyback at the end. Like, was there? Do you think they were considering going back in there? Because it seems like.
Yeah, I think he wanted to continue that fight. Mind control.
Hello, the true carrier has arrived. Toss back on a Wee. That's the liability of what he done. He's dead. That's his dieback. And they're 5. They're ready to go. They've got the arena
Radiant's
again.
bottom
Mind
barracks
control
are
is going to
under
have to pull a miracle out of his own arse here. I don't know how he's going to do it. Rolling from GH. Causing the anarchy here. Go and set the fight some time against this. Arena's going to go down there. Pinned against the wall. Laro's coming through. They're going to find the kill to Kuro and GH. Buyback will come out from the ladder. But now what do you do? It's free. I mean, it's mega creeps, Liquid. I don't think they're going to wait around. Not with this big liability of we having no buyback, being dead for 60 seconds. Liquid want to end it. They're going to move in.
Somehow you gotta hold it 5 versus 8. You have a rapier on mind control, but no buyback. Miracle, no buyback, no buyback.
There's no buyback anywhere right now. This is going to be tense. They know that if they're going to do something, it has to be in the next few seconds. So the throne is exposed. GH, he snipes on the qojqva. The BKB comes out. Look to turn. Gust control. Toss on the spot. GH is in trouble. And mind control. This rapier is doing absolutely nothing. miCKe says, yoink, that belongs to me now. Miracle with a snipe on the qojqva, but is it good enough? He needs to actually get rid of miCKe. But miCKe is going to turn and fire up against Miracle. Give him a taste of the real minutes. Is going to punish him hard for this. They'll bring him down. Buyback will now come up for the shadow feed, but miCKe goes straight for the throne. The arena will protect him as he finishes his one off, and Liquid take the first game.
Yeah, I think he played that game very well from the early rotation. Continued move.